spokesperson Congress, S.V. Ramani, is with us. Mr. Ramani, the fact is, you know, the Congress cannot take this higher moral ground every time and say, okay, you know, we supported you during Yashwant Sinha, you floated the name, we went with it, you need to do this with Margaret Alva. What happened? Why wasn't TMC taken on board?
See, two things. First of all, I would like to, in advance, congratulate Madam President Draupadi Murmu, who will be elected as the President of the Indian Republic on behalf of the Congress Party. Now, the very word you said, you know, we agreed, it's not we as a Congress agreed for Mr. Yashwant Sinha. Mr. Yashwant Sinha was a common candidate of all the opposition political parties, and every one of us agreed. Similarly, in the case of Madam Margaret Alva also, all-party meeting was conducted and everybody was informed, many panel names were discussed. And in those discussions, the name of Madam Alva came up. And this was conveyed very clearly to our friends at Trinamool Congress. Now, for some reason, they have decided to abstain from voting in the election for reasons better known to them. But had they had any reservations, and if they were very clear about having a very united front against the ruling BJP, which rightly they said is the evil, they should have conveyed their objections and, you know, maybe come to the discussion table and discussed further. They failed to do that. And suddenly announcing, even without discussing, that, you know, I am going to withdraw and I am going to refrain from voting in the elections, I think that, you know, I will still request Madam Mamata Banerjee to reconsider her decision, because in the past, in many of the major issues that is confronting the nation, the opposition parties have fought together, have stood together in the parliament and outside the parliament. I think keeping that in mind, my request to Madam Mamata Banerjee would be that, you know, she should again reconsider and work for the unity of the party. Because 2024 is not far away.
Right. Mr. Ramani, I want to bring in the BJP spokesperson, Mr. Rakesh Sinha, who's also with us on this debate. Mr. Sinha, it does seem that the opposition is only making your life much easier successively at that. But the question that I want to raise is the question that was raised by the Congress this morning. The reason which there is opposition disunity is that you are putting pressure where central agencies are concerned and the misuse of them. Therefore, the likes of JMM did not sign on that letter which supported Sonia Gandhi today, or the fact that it went with the presidential candidate, Ms. Murmu.
You know, the Congress party's latest stand is very ridiculous. They want privilege and the immunity from the charges of corruption. You know, Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi are charged by the court. They are under the investigation. They are under trial. They are on bail, and under that purview, the ED is questioning. The questioning is not that you have done something wrong with the public sector unit. Your own party is National Herald, and you have done a daylight dacoity. And that daylight dacoity, Rahul Gandhi blamed the late Congress leader, who is no more, who was a treasurer. Look, in that context, the Congress party is saying that you are politically victimizing. Just tell me one case, one single case, where the ED has questioned the person and he was not found guilty. Just tell me one question. This means that we political class require some kind of political immunity from the ED, CBI. We can do and undo anything in the daylight, and anything government of the day. Tomorrow, if there is a Congress government, I have done something wrong, and if government comes, then I will say that I am politically victimized. So the very term of political victimization should not be diluted. It will damage the opposition party.
Okay.
In democracy, you have to take this stand. That stand should be sustainable. I am telling you that for the first time in the history of India, when Indira Gandhi was arrested in 1978, and there was a political march of the Congress, but that was a political. But here, the Sonia Gandhi is being questioned by EDI. You are making a march. You are doing a march in support of the corruption. So I think demoralizing the politics. This is the best example. As for just last line.
But Mr. Sinha, as I bring in Rahul Srivastava,
fracture.
Make your point, sir. Make your point.
This is one thing that if opposition party lacks the vision, there is a fractured, blinkered idea. And so they are fractured. They don't know what to do. The opposition party is using evil. BJP as a government evil. Political enemy. These are not the words to be used in political democracy. You can disagree and agree. Every time contestation and opposition is not the job of the opposition. Sometimes you have to take the constructive idea and constructive view. Just like Draupadi Murmu ji is a candidate of party's candidate. But so many parties supporting because she is representing the huge marginalized class. Which deserve more than that.
Mr. Sinha,
that class is getting that tribal. 8.6% tribal in this country.